Hello, everyone, and welcome to another evening of Mark of a God. Last time we certainly had a fun, happy time fighting things and learning stuff and fighting some more. And we're just so very, very tired of this stupid dimension. We've been in the Fae for a while, and you know, we just keep meeting friends that want to hurt us. So I guess really they wouldn't necessarily be friends. No, we're not gonna burn the entire dimension down. This isn't Twitch chat plays D&D. Y'all are bloodthirsty tonight. Hello everyone, my name is PsycheSiren, and you know the drill. We're gonna play, and audio belongs to the party, but you bet I'm gonna be typing away in chatting with all of you. Quick shout out to Dark Lockhart Games and Final Saver. I hope you're all having a lovely Thursday. Not bloodthirsty, you just like fire. Okay. That's not concerning one little bit. Also, I can't talk. All right, folks, we're gonna go ahead and join the party. Chat with these lovely beans. These lovely, not bloodthirsty at all, beans. Oh, God. All right. Let's see how this goes. Hi, patient. Thank you for saying sparkle glitter tits. Gosh dang it. Our bard sure knows how to inspire us. I don't know why, but our bard Mew continually decides to sparkle our boppers, as some people would say. Hello, High Patient. Hello, Aki. Gosh dang it, y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and talk to the best party ever. Hello? Hi?
Hello?
Hello?
Peanut butter.
I would run
Hello,
away
guys.
if I were you.
Little Psyche
What?
is here.
No! What are you doing?
Colette's gonna heal while you a boo-boo.
Oh no! Whoa!
We are
Like I
not
said.
doing.
Like I said, you probably want to run away.
We are not doing D&D woo talk. We are not.
Well, everyone, it's me, Corvin Wur, and my skeletons.
Okay, what's the opposite of giving advantage? Like, can I take it away?
Disadvantage would be
Disadvantage?
the term. Yes.
Gosh dang it. Yes, it would be disadvantage. But like, I think it starts with an I. Inspiration.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah, what about it?
Is there?
Desperation?
Can we? Cause when I play an Autumn's campaign, Scrubs, his wife, will sometimes give us inspiration to help us along. But I'd like to give the opposite of inspiration. Can I?
I gotta make more skeletons.
You realize that in so doing, you are self-sabotaging, right?
Oh no!
I've never done that before.
No,
When I first
self-sabotage.
learned how to play D&D, the DM and his kids would say, whenever I had a cool idea, don't give the DM ideas. Don't give the DM ideas. I'd be like, hey, what if this happened? And it's like, that is interesting. What
You're
is
like, hey, shut up, dude.
We're gonna die.
There's some stuff in real life or in other things that has been like, oh, that's kind of, I could do that. That could be weird and strange and oddly. I cast Cloud of Daggers.
I would have
I
dabbled.
want to take away the advantages.
We'll be right
I
back.
cast whispers of the down. Talk to my friends, oh whoa.
Let's
Let's do
I'm
some
gonna fire a whittle
This is why I don't heal.
sickness at you.
This is why I don't heal you people. This is why.
That's what it is.
Yeah, this is why. This thing that I normally am totally against doing and I find annoying, but for some reason I'm just in the mood to do the
Hi,
joke.
Mike. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you.
It comes upon you in the most unexpected of moments.
You know,
Our
when
darkest of times, and yes, I realize what I said. You can romance with us.
when the spirit moves through you.
The spirit does things to you.
Will you just go ahead and introduce us?
Hey guys.
Stupidest friggin'.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. This is the start of a new chapter. Chapter 3. It Rains or Empty Court of Night. Episode 1, Heliodor. It is 1 in 3, light, shadow, and steel, and yet it is something else entirely. Aetherite. An ancient scrap, or I should say source, an ancient scrap concerning a mysterious metal known as aetherite. Once considered the stuff of legends, it has recently been rediscovered. This scrap is the most recent historical record of the metal, and it is more than 3,000 years old. Welcome to D&D. This is the Phoenix Squadron campaign we run every Thursday. If you're not familiar with it, I'm assuming most of you who are here probably have, but just in case we have any newbies, we like to give a little bit of an intro thing that we do pretty much every time. So now that we have done that, we're gonna introduce all of the characters who we're playing. And you know the drill. Same deal. We're gonna start with Bevan, work our way down to the past Psyche and to Mitchie.
Hello, my name's Corvin Blur. Or Bevan, and I play Corvin Blur. I was trying to do the opposite of the Uru stuff.
Get all rough.
My
wonder
name's
what the-
Bevan.
I wonder what the opposite of that is.
I play as Corvin Blur. You can find me over on Roll the Roll being a weirdo all the time. I kill monsters and summon skeletons, and I'm all out of skeletons. Mew, it'd be your turn. Yar, Mew, it'd be your turn.
Well, yeah, it's actually Kofine's turn.
Oh, I just be going by the thing on the. I was looking at the overlay. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I guess I could use the overlay.
Since when did Corvin start smoking and living in Texas?
And then become a pirate.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
please.
Every time Bevan's exhausted and didn't get a nap and has been having a beer.
I heard a little Red Dead Redemption in there too.
Oh, I do a good Arthur Morgan.
Arthur.
God damn it, Dutch. Yeah.
God damn it, Dutch! You call that a plan? We ain't got no plan. The only plan we got is that Kofine introduces herself.
You got to trust the plan, Arthur!
Koffine, who are you?
Dutch, I got the tuberculosis.
Uh-oh,
Got the
spoilers.
consumption. I'm sorry, it's a spoiler for a very 3-year-old game.
I don't care. I was being facetious. Nobody cares.
Good, because
If you care about that, or if you care about spoilers for Ocarina of Time, sorry, I will. Sheikah Zelda.
I knew that. Nighty, take it away.
Oh, hi. I'm Night Owl 35. Most people will call me Nighty. I am a trans woman variety streamer here on Twitch, though lately it's all Sea of Thieves, thanks to two people in particular that we're not gonna name. And
It's weird, got a weird cough going on. all of a
I know,
sudden.
right?
It's the cough that makes you cough like a pirate.
And I play Copine, a half-elf ranger who is still relatively new to the party and kind of on the outer fringes of the group because of apparently lying to some statues that got her in trouble. Whoops.
Statues that knew the truth, but the truth was too much for her.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Next we have the wonderful Diz!
He was doing a great transition, and then Psyche cut him off.
Hi, I'm Dizcam. You can find me at twitch.tv/Dizcam. Over at the Dive, you're more than welcome to come in and hang out, with us and have, view some maybe, poor, possibly drunken gameplay. See you then. Oh, right now I'm actually doing let me see if I just saw this. Sorry. Character name is Luya, and I'm a roguishly good-looking dude. I don't know, really, honestly.
He does look very good.
I'm on a mission to find some things, and it seems like we're on our way to getting there.
Well, find something to whale down.
I'm looking for some stuff, woo.
Next
I'm
we
on an adventure.
have Gray.
Hi, my name is Gray Gnarl. I am a resident D&D addict. I definitely don't have a problem. It's totally cool, guys. I may or
Hi,
may not
Gray
have a lot of
Gnarl.
Hi, Grainer.
Thank you. You can find me lurking around the chat every once in a while in Psyche's chat. My character is Caldus Blashur. He is a fighter, first and foremost. He is a general for the country that has sent the Phoenix Squadron on their mission. And as of last week, he has been voted most likely to nearly die every week by me. Hi.
Let's see if we can keep the streak going. Yeah.
But I'm going to give it over to Mitchie.
What Gray doesn't know is Mitchie typed in stream chat, Gray, please stall for me.
No, I'm so sorry. I mean, I can stall. So, Caldus, in addition to being the resident bullet sponge, he is also, he's the bullet sponge, 100%.
It's true.
The tank life, hashtag tank life. But
Cole just takes a lot of bullets,
No! No!
This is fun. I'm sorry.
What if we took multiple voices and put them together? Dutch. God, I can't even do it. Dutch. John.
oh my god.
I'm like, I can't even think of where to begin.
Woo.
John, you silly Billy. Away from the group.
What? Macho Man Randy Savage sound like he did
Whoa.
You
John is
going down.
This is my hell.
John, don't be embarrassed that you don't know how to swim, ooh-woo.
This is my hell. I'm in hell. Oh my god.
That was the best part about Red Dead Redemption 2 is when you play as John, you suddenly can't swim anymore and the game gets a lot harder for adventuring. Because they decided that because John died in the water in the first Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2, he just can't, it was turned out he doesn't know how to swim.
Okay,
Whoops.
well,
Mitchie,
I'm
please.
here. I'm sorry, I have to do this really fast because I don't know when they're gonna start barking again. So, I was originally gonna do this in a deadpan voice, but I can't anymore because I have to do it in a hurry. Hi, I'm Witty Mitchie. You can find me everywhere as Witty Mitchie. I play Mew, our bard, our very enthusiastic and very eccentric bard, and yeah, she's a cat girl. Okay, meow meow, bye.
It's weird in her house, it just is.
Yeah,
Oh,
We're
that's
all just
amazing.
weird.
mob knocking on her door.
I'm not sure who. She said somebody's borking in chat. I'm not sure if it's the pups or Hellgate
It's
or.
probably the puppy.
He's got that new little poor little husky doggy.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know,
Huskies
Mickey
don't-
has a puppy and it's really cute.
No, they do like that weird howly barky thing.
Yeah, they
Yes.
don't bark. They don't bark. So
Oh, her partner just came home and they're going nuts at the door. Okay, that makes sense. Teeth, do I get to introduce myself this time?
yes, if you want to.
Excuse me.
Oh.
I've got the consumption.
It's a free country, I guess.
I want you to know that that's still one of our top clips for you know. I think in our month top clips is you telling me I couldn't introduce myself.
I don't remember what the context for that was. I don't know if it was because you were being terrible or something.
I'm
You were
never
being
terrible.
terrible.
Excuse. Hello, everyone.
It's probably you being terrible.
I'm never terrible, so that can't be it. Hi, my name is PsycheSiren. I play Colette. Hello. And she's a disaster. She tries to heal sometimes when she feels like it. You can find me, well, you've already found me. Good job. Twitch.tv/PsycheSiren or on my YouTube, which is just, you know, PsycheSiren. Okay, I'm done.
Okie dokie.
No, I feel awkward now. No.
What do you go awkward?
No, I don't want. I just.
Okay, whatever.
Just be glad that they can't redeem Uwu on D&D night because you
They're
could have
not
ended up
allowed
doing that
to.
all in Uwu.
They're not allowed
I
to.
know.
I know how these people freaking
I've
think.
got 15,000 points.
You better not.
I burned a bunch of my pears like a few weeks ago, and I'm really regretting it because
I would
I'm
redeem
saving up for game
some.
redemption.
I can't remember the last time. Oh, I redeemed them for your ugly house review that you've totally done already.
I did do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's still there. So like,
Oh, I need to remove it. Yeah, we did that one.
okay.
Yeah.
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 See?
This is
Yeah.
how Colette talks now. Yeah.
You're a smart house, she.
Yeah,
now we're doing a
healing.
nice
Yeah, see, you're fine.
healing.
Look at you. Get right up. Yeah, see?
I'm gonna stab you for Lucia, see?
Lucy
teach
is
her
so
about the
like
good
what you've been
word.
saying.
Mew,
You-
hey, look over there. Look at Gertie. See? Let's go give her a makeover, huh?
I love all these Colette impressions that are not Colette.
Yeah.
Oh,
They do
my
like
God,
that.
see,
They're
my
all
friend,
her.
it's iconic.
Uh-huh.
Did you want a Colette impression? That's
Oh,
not
oh.
Colette.
You wouldn't.
Oh,
Yes.
You wouldn't.
Do it.
That's not Colette. Oh, okay.
What are you about to do?
No, I'm not
Why
gonna
are
do it.
you laughing? No, do
Okay,
it, Mitchie.
do it.
Do
You
it.
have
What are
to.
you?
you gotta do it
I
now.
believe in you. Do it.
Sorry. I'm like laughing at myself because it's so dumb. It's just,
Embrace
I just
the
picture
dumb.
like, just picturing Colette as not Colette would just pretty much be like, "Where are you going, guys? I just want to keep you all alive. Stay still here. I swear I won't stab anyone. I'm
Oh,
gonna
sweet.
save all of you."
Oh, heck you.
Others.
Dang it.
Yes, the fact that it's clearly not her because she's doing a good job of healing.
Oh no, you're hurt. Let me heal you.
Oh,
Somebody-
Like,
I
I
don't want to
only
hear
heal people
anything.
if they're almost dead.
I
Did
just,
Or
somebody
actually
open a
dead.
window? Because it feels like we got a breath of fresh air.
I just picture like it's like opposite of. I was like, what would be like not opposite, but like what would be not Colette? And it would just be like, what?
That's how we
You
know
want
it's
me
not
to
Colette.
stab someone? No, I'm just here to keep you all alive.
For Mew,
Pacifists.
for Mew, it
the
would be.
real Colette would never heal anyone.
Who are you, imposter?
Absolute
I-
last possible minute.
I imagine for
what
Mew,
is the not Mew? What is
for
the not
Mew,
Mew?
it would be like, hey guys, I'm gonna bless you in a totally normal area, not exactly on your boobs or your butt. Just, you know, a general aura, not somewhere where, you know, your bappers and your booties.
I heard a lower voice.
How do you say caffeine?
she would just call Kophine Kophine. She wouldn't say anything else.
I heard
Or, like-
a lower voice like, I know exactly who you are. Hey, what's up, Kofi? How you doing over there? You know.
Oh, that would be the anti-Mew.
Why does she have a smoker voice?
No, this is
Hey,
Mew
everybody,
now.
it's
This
me,
is
Colette.
Here, this view.
I'm gonna go over there and stab that guy.
Hey guys,
Let's go.
my name's Music and I'm here to party.
Where's
you?
If you want some give us food that the is not intro.
Potatoes.
for the love of God.
I am so sorry I did this by doing the ooh speak at the beginning of the stream.
This is amazing. Also, hi, Chris.
I created a very strange energy in the studio.
You mean this wasn't our normal energy?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Standard.
I feel bad because Teeth is just so politely waiting for us to get it out of our system.
But hey, it's 9:30. This is usually hard start time.
Yeah, you know. So take it away, Teeth. We're ready. We've got it out of our systems, right?
Who will?
Yes. Do you guys have your recap, or should say call this? Has
Yes.
he diligently taken notes of the previous day's happenings?
Yes. So we picked up in the middle of combat with the elemental warriors, a being made of water and ice cloaked around mithril armor, and a being made of flame cloaked around the same mithril armor. The two of them battled against us. The battle raged. The both knights attacked cultists, while the others volleyed barrage of magical attacks at them. The Fire Knight attempts to do a ranged fire attack that would sweep across the arena, and Coldus shoved it into the water, moving it off of the platform. Luya joins in, and the two deal attacks to the Fire Knight as Corvin and their skeleton army move in against the Ice Knight. Coldus goes down, and Colette slings a healing word his way and gets him back on his feet. Luya, Corvin, and Coldus deal the finishing damage to the Fire Knight, while the Ice Knight is finished off by the combined force of the party. Agatha and Coldus dealing the final blow. Two additional knights are formed, one of earth and air. They're led by a voice saying that they are guides. They lead us into a room with a dark purple rift that seems to pull all the light into it. There is a figure sitting upon a throne with the same Heliodor gemstones as we have seen previously, and a crown of pearls. And that is where we pick up.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Let me just find something real quick. Have this noted. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're gonna use optional rules for the Fae if we leave. So, basically, it was basically just a combat session previously. And you all began the journey. And now what lies ahead is yet to be determined. But one thing is certain. It is nothing like what you have seen before. A chill wind blows on the horizon. You enter into the room, hold on, let me put my descriptor of the room from last week's session, because we were supposed to get there, but, things happen. The light coming from the room is coming from the overhead, an overhead circle that has no glass or pane or anything. And above that is the aforementioned rift, which sucks in the light from the surrounding light spirits, which create a halo, illuminating the room, but only in the area below the skylight. Sitting on a throne made of the tree, which makes up the temple, is that same figure with the pearl crown capped with a Heliodor. But upon closer examination, the figure is nothing but a withered husk of a person, lifeless.
Is that a body?
Or is this a
Ooh.
statue?
Oh.
I'm not
Doesn't appear
touching
to be
it.
alive.
Corvin, you're the resident bone master.
All right. Let me take a look at the.
Put it in quotes. Put it in quotes.
Woo?
It's everybody out of the way for.
Orvin, the bone master with the bone plans.
I
And the
thought
bone
Aldous was the one who was the one with the bone plan.
Y'all all have bone plans. This is D&D. It's the horniest game out there.
And just poofs right in the gutter.
Oh. Yes,
Different
you're
kind of
right. Corvin, you would be the one to know about the dead or undead or whatever that thing is.
Yeah, let's go.
Do be careful, though. You know, approaching the
Oh,
thing.
whatever. It's cool. Whatever.
Yes, oh, but traps! Oh, you don't know what's there.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, all right.
Leah pulls his rapier and approaches slowly as well behind him.
Let's do it. Should I roll a medicine check for it, or an Arcana check, or?
I guess you're trying to determine if it's alive. It would be a medicine check.
Yeah. Oops. I rolled. We'll take that one. I rolled and rolled 20 and got a 25.
Okay, we'll keep that. The answer is yes and no. It's not strictly speaking undead, like something that's been reanimated. But it seems to you as though it is not a living thing in the strictest sense of the word either.
Is it sitting on a golden throne with a bunch of tubes hooked up to it? And
I'd say I know what you're getting at, and yeah, kind of.
Kind of? Okay.
Kind of. Yes. Not. She is not the emperor.
She's
She does
not.
not protect.
She hasn't been dead for 10,000 years.
Has been dead for 10,000 years,
But not
But-
dead.
or however long it's been in the Fae, because it
It's
could have
been
been
a-
much.
yeah.
It could have been much less or much more. It
I was about to
depends.
say however long it's been in Warhammer. It's been about 10,000 years.
Yeah, but it's been a while. It's the same concept though. Also, I guess to use another analogy, have you seen? Have any of you played Breath of the Wild?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the monks. The monks.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Those are based on a
they're-
real thing, which is
She-
creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to hear about that, and you can post it in the group chat.
Yeah, post it in
But-
group.
Don't talk about it, Bevan. Okay.
No, I mean, we can talk about it. But
I just, I mean, don't talk about it. Like, don't go into too depth with it, Bevan.
yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
they were monks that would like just meditate and stop eating and drinking until they mummified themselves.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that actually. But yeah, so these guys, she is dead, but also there's like a nebulous sort. She's not breathing. She's obviously not eating. There's a nebulous sort of life energy that permeates her, however, a
So,
consciousness.
so Corvin can tell that she's not like true dead. There's
Yes.
something there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Corvin, you seem a bit puzzled. What can you tell? What is that thing?
So, you know when you get a plant and you don't water it for a long time,
Yeah.
but it's not dead, but it's really not alive.
So the roots are alive, but the leaves aren't.
Well, if you want to count, the brain is the roots, and like the soul is like also roots. It's okay. So, you know when you have a like Corbin keeps like coming up with like the shittiest analogies
Colette just gets more and more confused.
because this is like what Corvin would use. Like a Shokushin Butsu, which is the kind of Buddhist mummy I was talking about, is what Corbin would use in like the opposite situation when someone had a cactus that went dormant that you needed to water more.
So you're telling me, oh God, stop the analogies. What do you mean a cactus and a puppy? Anyway, so you're telling me
Yeah,
this...
a puppy. You know when you don't feed your puppy for...
No, stop, I can't hear it anymore.
And then you have to use magic to bring the puppy
You're
back.
making Mew sad. Stop talking about the puppies.
Mew like turns confused because she's not paying attention. She's actually just taking notes. She's like, huh?
Oh, I guess she's fine. Anyway, so you're telling us there's a consciousness still here?
Yeah, they're like a, like, you know, when you get those dehydrated hot chocolates.
Oh yes, the new invention. I've heard whispers of it. The
It's not quite
dehydrated.
meat cookies, but they're
God.
powdered chocolates.
I hate that we have meat cookies in this campaign.
Flesh
Ew.
cookies.
Flesh cookies.
Flesh cookies.
That was your invention.
I know, but I still hate it. So are you saying we could communicate with this thing?
Raisin.
This is a person, not a thing, but yeah.
Yeah, yes, a person.
I mean, you consider my boys here people, and they're less of a people than this person's a people.
Yes, I
Right.
do.
That's a good point.
Well, let's try and talk to it, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I want to try talking to it without having to try to cast a spell first. Oh, can I do detect magic as a ritual?
Ooh.
Sure, I guess.
All right, so it's just detect magic. It's just not instantaneous. It takes a bit of time, but
This is magic here.
well, yeah. Well, okay. Detect magic does more than just tell you there's magic. So
Okay, so what does it do?
for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic. And I learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay, so you do detect a faint aura of magic emanating from it.
Mm-hmm. Is there a school with that magic?
I guess kind of maybe kind of necromancy, kind of, and preserving a person for well beyond their actual life.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of maybe a bit of necromancy and perhaps a bit of
I mean,
trying to
if it's the healing magic is fucking evocation.
yeah, I mean maybe not really healing, I guess. Kind of necromancy, kind of maybe a hybrid of that, and not really, not I'm trying to think. Transmutation, is that? I think that's school of magic, isn't it?
Transmutation is like changing things.
So kind of, yeah. I would say some sort of hybrid of those two things. It's a preserving sort of magic. Yeah, I will also mention that that magic faintly arises from almost everything in this. Not the necromantic sort of thing, but the sort of preservation, keeping things from deteriorating completely is
Guys,
prevalent in the
we're in like
entire
a giant refrigerator right now.
Kind of. That's the whole plane is kind of like that.
I want to try talking to them in common.
Okay.
Just hello. Is there anyone home? I see, there is no one home. So guys, just speaking to them isn't gonna do much.
Well, at least it was tried, I suppose.
What about
Anybody speak
using the
Fey or
language?
something? I only speak Infernal and Common, and I'm not sure what Infernal might piss it off. We'll use that if your languages don't do anything.
I also have Infernal.
Well, yes, our people speak it. Wouldn't really want to bring it up at holidays, though.
It depends on the holiday.
True. Oh, goodness. But anyway, our customs aside, I believe our new friends speak this Fey language, Luya and Kofine, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Care to have a conversation with a possible corpse?
Might as well. And Kofine's gonna walk up to it and just try saying hello in Sylvan.
It responds somewhat. Disembodied voice with which you've grown somewhat familiar, acutely familiar actually, responds in the following. So, you've seen the truth. Liar. You can't hear this.
She's just gonna, make a fist and just try and, pretend she didn't hear that. But she'll reply, I have.
There is truth in lies. I too am a liar. For the truth that you were promised is not what you expected.
Not what I expected, huh?
There's one more great lie to be revealed, and in it, all truth shall be made known.
What lie are you getting at?
One among you has yet to awaken to the full truth.
She's gonna relay that info to everybody.
That a truth within the truth.
Did I get to hear that conversation?
You could probably hear it, maybe not as clearly as she could.
Okay.
What did it say?
Basically, how one of us is not awoken to the truth yet.
What is this truth?
I think I might know, says a voice behind you. Agatha.
Ooh.
Do you, Agatha?
I don't know the whole of it, but there's something oddly familiar about this place to me. I think I might be the one of whom she speaks.
What?
What do you mean?
I don't know, but I feel a strong inclination to walk across that room.
Into the portal, you mean? Into the rift?
No. To Heliodor.
Why?
I can't explain it, but it's simply something I feel I must do. She begins to walk across the room towards the living corpse striding slowly, more timidly as she approaches it. Eventually, she stops, ponders for a moment, regains her resolve, and approaches again. She reaches out a trembling hand and touches the gemstone on the crown. At that, there is a bright light, so bright that it overcomes the darkness overhead and temporarily makes the entire room too brilliant to see. Following a brief bout of blindness, you all see a pile of ashes on the floor and a faint aura surrounding Agatha. You, Corvin, detect it more strongly than others.
Becky's a ghost. I mean, I think.
Agatha!
Aldous, what? I feel different.
I run across the room, and is she like transparent?
No. She's whole and somehow more than she was.
Oh.
How do you feel? What?
I don't know how to.
Racing.
I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like there's more to me than I realized at the time.
What?
Well, that's gonna put a damper in their relationship.
Mew, not now.
What do you mean, more to you? Do you feel connected to this place?
Yes and no. She looks at her hands as they faintly glow. Puzzled. But she comes to a realization that perhaps she hadn't been able to reach before. This is me. Heliodor. I am she.
So she's possessed.
No, I don't think she's possessed. What?
Wait, are you saying you're a reincarnation?
Something like that.
I've heard stories of this before. Sometimes gods or important beings are in a different state due to circumstances. It's rare, but not unheard of. But how are you sure?
One does not ask a mountain how it knows it is a mountain. I know. And I am. I have faint memories of this place long ago. Very, very faint memories of this place. I'm still Agatha, she says, smiling as she puts her hands on Caldas' hands.
They're trembling a bit with just trying to process what is happening and think of like solutions or pathways. What do we do now? You're still you, but you're not. You're something greater.
I was always this. I just suppose I didn't realize. Perhaps if I do a bit of thinking on it, I can explain a bit. But my memories of this place are not exactly fresh on my mind. They're quite a bit like looking through a faint image through liquid.
I approach Agatha slowly. Do you know what this room is? Where we are? What's going on here?
This is the place of the last descent of the Forgotten One. I know her name now. That's odd.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Do you know why we were called here? What these damnable marks mean?
I don't know why you were called here. I know you were called here for a purpose, and that purpose probably is related to that artifact that you found, the file. But I don't know the specifics. I know that the mark you bear is unusually rare, and it hasn't been born for quite some time. Because our goddess was dead. And no, I am not the goddess. I know that much at least. I'm her humble servant, the watcher of this temple.
Luya, frustrated, walks over to the raisin man. Stares off.
Hallelujah. Don't be disheartened, she says, putting her hand on your shoulder. I don't know the whole truth of it. Perhaps I'll learn more. But I know that whatever fate lies ahead of you, it can't be coincidence that you've come this far, come to this place. And it can't be coincidence that you found that artifact. The goddess was dead. And she's been reborn, it would seem. Her last act was fleeing through that rift to parts unknown. But when she did that, she left something behind. The power that she once...
Sorry.
That's fine.
Real quick, I want to address the two amazing raids we just got. Hello, everyone. My name is PsycheSiren. Our party is kind of going through it right now because we have just discovered that Caldus's girlfriend, dear sweet Aggie, is not who we thought she was. Our party is currently in the Fae, and we have come across this mummified husk of a being. She goes up to it and is like, wait, I'm remembering things. And what she's remembering is that this is her reincarnated form and that she is the guardian of this temple. And so we're kind of we're processing, but Thank you so much, Tupacula. Thank you, Foxes. Goji, thank you so much for that subscription. Thank you for choosing to tune in to our Thursday D&D campaign, The Mark of a God. But yes, audio usually belongs to the party, and I will be typing away in chat. But,
Or else.
but yeah, take it away, Teeth Whitener.
What was I saying? I don't remember. Basically,
Oh, sorry.
no. Go ahead.
You mentioned something about a goddess being reborn and then leaving through the rift.
The goddess. Yes, her name. Her name is Mishnim. She was forgotten because of the nature of this place. Because of the nature of us mortals. Or perhaps you mortals. The beings that once served her were cruel, heartless, abandoned her for her wicked sister, it would seem. What became of those beings, I don't know for sure, but they believe that they are still out there somewhere. Either way, she was forgotten because they were not worthy of worshiping her after what they did. But she left, and with her, she left her power behind as well. And Luya and Kofine, she says, glancing over.
Yes.
I have no doubt that you are instrumental in bringing about this ancient power and restarting the cycle. I don't know exactly what that looks like, but why else would you have felt the strange urge to come to these lands? Why else would you have heard my voice?
I stand at a loss. You know,
Same.
we followed you here. You were with us the whole time. Did you not realize that until you got here?
No, I didn't.
What do we do? Why? Why all this?
There's still much I don't understand. Some that I won't ever understand. But I know this much. The kings and the queens of the Fae, this land that my ancestor once called home, they've all died or gone to the mortal realm for thrones of their own. And now, you must beckon them to sit upon these immutable thrones of this ancient world and leave the mortals to their own thrones. So I'm going to encourage you two to roll a history check.
History.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
1 second. I think I got this one.
Oh, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I have history
16.
too.
I don't.
10, so 10 plus 19, so 29.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I rolled really good. You want to see it?
No, I trust you.
If a 29 doesn't work, then
That is literally almost as good as he could have rolled.
yeah, seriously. In
In your travels, you recall you went across a land that your ancestors perhaps walked in. The land of Aragorn, home of the elves. Whereas while once the elves ruled themselves, now upon their thrones sit 4 ancient Fane elves who rule over the 4 sections of the forest. 1 to each area a season. You seem to think that that might be what she's talking about.
Okay. So let me see if I gathered this right. We're here to bring, from what I seem like, I can words, to bring a goddess back. That's what we're gathering from all of this. We're all here to do a job to bring a goddess back, to rule the land. If I'm understanding that correctly.
Something to that effect, yes. I don't really know exactly what that would look like, but you know that there's absolutely no way that the old goddess will ever return. So, as a result, you know that you have to do something to put someone new on the throne and restart the cycle of seasons of old.
Pacing doubtfully. Not thinking it's any one of us, you know. Kofi,
Oh, yeah.
you understand what's going on here?
Not exactly, but, you know, I feel we'll figure it out.
I think we need to see that file again.
Okay, you hold it in your hands. It is simply a relatively speaking small tube, big, about the size of an 8-ounce cup. It's got or I should say, obviously, tapers into a small opening, and it's corked with something. It resembles a cork, but it doesn't feel like one. The file is otherwise unremarkable, other than the fact that all light in it reflects in all colors all at once. To the untrained eye, it appears black, but on closer examination, it is everything.
Like when you mix all the crayons.
Yeah.
And then poof, glitter on it.
Exactly.
Did you say poop glitter on it?
Poof, poof,
Oof.
poof.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
Itchy. Come on.
Oh.
So that's how we all end up sparkly.
There it is.
What did I just return to?
What?
Glitter poop. Don't worry
Glitter
about
poop.
it.
What
That's
about
right.
the glitter that happens to us?
Don't worry about it.
It's cat poop because Michi's casting. Don't worry.
Everything's cool. We're all
You
fine.
didn't miss anything that important. Just a lot of plot that's actually very important.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Thanks.
Don't worry. I was doing my normal RPG stuff and going, hey, Caldus will write it down.
So Leah, holding the file, is, dumbfounded, doesn't know enough, and expresses that to everyone. I don't know what to do with this. It has something to do with this file. This unnatural liquid. Any of you?
Well, there's
understand
nothing
this?
in it.
Oh, I thought it was liquid. I apologize.
Nope. It's empty. I should have
It's
said
empty.
that.
Does anyone understand what to do with this?
We could just toss it in the bag, I suppose.
Perhaps
Break it.
you should. Well, it's up to you, really. After all, I know that's not what you decided you had agreed to set out to do, but the elven kings and queens, the ancient ones who sit on those thrones, it would seem that a piece of their power resides, or I should say is derived from this goddess, Mishnim. And perhaps you could convince them to give it up. Although I don't know for sure if that will work. That's simply what I'm getting from this.
So, wait. I think I'm seeing the threads. So, are we to go to these 4 kings and queens and collect their power that comes from this place with the file and then return here?
Not necessarily return here, but
Yeah, I call dibs on not having to collect their power.
Who would even be willing to give up their power?
To collect their power.
Yes, collect. The idea of a ruler being alright with this is simply laughable, especially with the political climate being what it is.
Do we have to kill them?
You might have to.
It's just, I can't see that this would be something that would kill them if it's to be right. Saving the world.
But what if they aren't supposed to have it? What if they've taken the power?
A stolen power. I know that coming from me, it may be expected, but we do have the mark of a god, not a king or queen. We serve them more than we do the others.
Lady, Corvin only serves one lady. Or person. The Corvin.
Mew starts clapping.
Yeah.
She's just like, yeah. She doesn't actually know that, but she likes to support Corbin.
You and Corvin are go create their own adventuring party. Where we just go do fun stuff and then get lost.
Carolina
Yeah.
would just be chaotic. There would be nothing else. It would just be.
And I have a character I want to introduce to you two.
Oh no. But yeah, Colette as a servant of Lucius and one of the Raymarin, the marked ones, she's not against it, you know?
What about the quest that we're already on? What about saving the Queen of Mylan?
well, I don't know. Regardless of what ends up happening, I can't imagine that if you had this power, it would necessarily be of no use to you. Having said that, I also know that Aragorn, the land of most of the elves, at least the wood elves, is far to the north, and here you are in a swampland mirroring the far south of this world.
What do you eat?
You might not. It might not be something you need to do now, but my goal is to serve this goddess, or god, as it may be.
So it's not something too pressing, but something you
Well,
would like seen?
Well, it's been perhaps hundreds of years, I don't see what the hurry would be.
Excuse me. I know none of your quests here, but I come with a very specific quest here. To be called here, also to be looking for some thing here. Persons even. I'm not exactly willing to just run away from what could be destiny.
But what if this is the first step? What if we have to go here and then complete the collection ritual? And then when we take it wherever we're supposed to take this power, we get what you're looking for at the end of that walk.
Aldous makes a very good point. Destiny works in very odd and winding ways.
And more
This is very clear what you're saying to me. Makes a lot of sense.
And more so, going back to the urgency of this quest, like Agatha said, if it's been waiting hundreds, thousands of years, what's another 3 months? What's another year?
You said you're trying to save someone. A queen?
Yes.
And you ended up here.
Well, more like we were stopped and forced to be here. We were on a ship previously. We're trying to find...
our area.
Yes, we're trying to find a way out of the swamp and on our way to help the queen.
Sounds like destiny is already playing its hand.
Miu's gonna walk over to Luya. She's gonna take his hand, stare at him, like with a little twinkle in her eye, all kind of serious, and she's gonna be like, I understand that sometimes, running away from destiny seems like an option, and she like uses her other hand to like clasp the hand that she's holding, and then she's just like getting more serious. Have you considered walking away, Luya? And then she looked over at Colette like, that's the name, right?
Colette just thumbs up.
Yeah, I was
She
gonna say
looks
all
back.
4 of us, Corvin and their 3 skeletons, in one perfect motion gives a very Kiryu thumbs up.
We all give a thumbs up as she turns around in unison.
Well, this
You
just
like-
like face palms and then thumbs up as the last person. Yeah.
There's like more twinkles in her eyes because she's like, I got it. She like looks back. But sometimes everything works out for a reason, and we just have to trust in everything. And it's, we can just walk. We don't have to run.
I mean, that's fair.
And then she's going to smile and let go and walk away like she did something great, and then go over to Kofi and just smile at her, all proud of herself.
God, another day saved by by music. God, I'm good at my job.
Yeah.
But you didn't do anything. My job here is done.
Yeah, pretty much. He was just gonna look at Kofi, all like proud of herself, like I did it.
That's how you eat lightning and shit thunder right there. How's that for a slice of fried gold?
It's very much a. But you're glad to have me in your party, aren't ya? This kind of thing.
Just a dealer handshake, wash his hands, just walking away. Yeah. Oh my god. Where are we to go? What are we to do? We are here. What do we do here?
Well, I'm not quite certain, honestly. It's a lot to process, you know. Aggie, do you have any recommendations?
Well, I don't really, but what I know is that it would seem that I'm supposed to watch this temple, but as of right now, there's not much to watch over. Simply having the knowledge that I have seems enough for me. Regarding where you should go next, I think that is up to you to decide. I cannot.
How do
I
we
cannot.
return home?
What was that?
How do we return home?
Well, the way ahead has been blocked, or the way behind has been blocked. But the way ahead would seem is rife with possibilities. So, the chamber leads to another chamber. But before you advance, there are a few other things in here as well. I should mention this. It would seem that there were great riches left behind for any who could best the trials ahead, or trials behind you. I suggest you take advantage of those, because nobody else is going to, that's for sure. Until I get this place cleaned up a little bit.
Luya starts walking around and inspecting things to see what he may find.
You find a pool of that same water, but the same water that led into this world and that permeates the fountains and everything, dark purple. But it seems to emit something of a faint aura, because it's the collection of all the water that has been flowing through here. It seems blessed in some way.
Ooh. I wonder if we fill the file. I wonder if that's a good idea.
She said, Agatha says, I don't think that's such a good idea. This file is for something else entirely. Well, it might do something for you. Not much.
I think that file is supposed to be the receptacle for the power that we collect.
But it also may... You know, why don't you go ahead and try it? I don't see why not.
It seemed a little bit
like either, but
it seemed a little bit like a warning.
Well, Luya, until we can properly begin that quest with the 4 royalty, I think you should be the one to hold on to the file.
Fair. I'll keep it in safekeeping.
Colette is also going to look around the room and see if she can find anything of monetary value.
There's a chest next to that fountain, and it said, or I should say, and in it is a lot of money. Let me find out how much. It's gonna be a lot.
Money.
Oh, Colette is ready.
Overcome a dungeon. You deserve to be paid for it, right?
Heck yeah.
You mean you're rewarding us for things we do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, so you've found a small treasure hoard, it would seem. So, we'll roll our D100 to see what's in there.
Oh.
Hey. I can't read that.
Do you need to come in here and read it?
No. It is a 73. And you find three, four. Mm. $150 GP art objects. All right, so here's what you find. Inside, a box of turquoise animal figurines, specifically those that seem to be associated with the Fae, like butterflies, other things that have like a fairy-like quality to them. So you find a box full of those things. No way I rolled that. You find a crown made of bronze with the same pearls that were on the crown of Heliodor, which still exists, by the way. It's still there, but it is lacking that central gemstone. The gemstone itself seems to have some sort of inherent value, not just the value of the stone itself. A tapestry depicting a goddess upon it. A beautiful goddess clad in all colors. And finally, a silk gold robe with gold embroidery. So beautiful, it would not be out of place upon the shoulders of a goddess.
Ah, perfect for court.
Perfect for court, exactly.
Corbin
Except maybe
wears
a
it to
little bit
bed.
too fancy.
Wakes up
Wearing
with it as a
that over
robe.
my wearing that over like my stereotypical Victorian garb.
No, no,
That's right. The fancy dress goth has purchased
no,
a robe.
no.
And
Can't
each of
Corbin
these-
wear it?
And each of these is
Okay.
worth 1,000, or a total. They're each worth 250 gold.
So it's
So.
1,000 gold total.
Uh-huh.
750, because you're lucky Corbin's not requisitioning that crown either. I have skeletons to dress up.
And there are also a few other things in there. Some interesting magical trinkets.
Ooh.
Magical trinkets. Any of the smashy stabby variety.
Well,
I was gonna say that. Was looking around the room for weapons.
Oh,
of a
real
magical
quick,
type.
as we're looking at the treasure we've just gotten, Lionhead Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. My name is PsycheSiren. Usually during the campaign, I just type in chat, but we've gone through an ordeal, so I can greet all of you. Well, were you streaming? Also, hello everyone. But yes, more about the treasure we were getting.
So an 87. It's a scroll of protection. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it is a scroll of protection. Details to be determined later.
Scroll
So
of
write that down.
protection. Got it.
1.
Using an action to read the scroll encloses you in an invisible barrier that extends from you to form a 5-foot radius, 10-foot cylinder. For 5 minutes, this barrier prevents creatures of the specified type from entering or affecting anything within the cylinder.
Okay.
So, you cast it and you're like, oh yeah, this is a scroll of protection against stupid demons. And demons can't.
Stupid demons.
Stupid demon.
Not just regular demons.
So technically,
Yo,
they're
stupid
supposed
thing.
to.
Stupid.
When you make the scroll, they're supposed to have the scroll of protection from blank in there already. But that's really a GM thing, though.
We're figuring that out lately.
This is one of those, you pick what you're protecting when you're protecting against it. I got you. I see
Yay,
that.
don't
Yeah,
go against
hey.
the party.
Unfortunately for me, it's not a scroll I can copy into my spell book.
You also
I'm
You
a
also-
scroll. Hey.
you also get a 4th level spell scroll to be determined what that is.
That is a dibs because I can add it as a permanent spell in my spell book.
Okay, that's fair enough. 24.
I haven't seen weapons.
That's kind of lame. We'll skip that one. Ammunition +2. We'll skip over that. That's kind of lame. Same thing. So we'll just okay, that is a 2. 1 potion of superior healing. Well, thank God we actually got an actual magical item. And horseshoes of speed.
Oh yeah,
Shoes of speed.
yeah. So in a game I ran with Adam was in it. Adam played a horseman, and we found horseshoes of speed, and we did it that since he can wear 2 of the 4, he gets half of the speed boost.
Question. When you say a horseman, do you mean a centaur?
No. He was a horseman. He was a
Follow-up
a
question.
minotaur that was all horse.
So
Oh, so a horsator. Okay.
Yes.
I hate all
Wait,
of
wait.
you.
There's a cartoon.
A horsator would be a horse cow.
What's that cartoon called? The man horse
Bojack.
cartoon.
So
Bojack.
he was Bojack.
He was like Bojack.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
He was an archer though. And he also had a ring of spider climb, so he could run really fast up the walls as a
Spider horse. Spider horse.
And he was an archer, so he'd like run up the wall and shoot arrows down at people. It was creepy.
That is terrifying.
It's icky.
Yeah.
So, besides the horseshoes, now I'm imagining Mew having her 3 a.m. zoomies, with these things. Is there anything else we find?
Come on, weapons. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Big money.
A plus
Let me-
1. Everybody gasps. Striking. We all gasp. Flail. Oh.
Oh.
Well, let me say this. Actually, let Aggie say this. That water seems to have some sort of properties associated with it. It seems you've all had trouble with certain kinds of creatures in here. Perhaps this water will bless your weapons, such that they can become more than what they are.
Ooh. Good call, Aggie.
Well, it's worth a shot, I suppose. And Colette is going to take her rapier and attempt to do this.
We all just start drawing our blades. Like, okay.
All right.
Place your blades into the spring.
Ooh, everyone get around so we can all do it at the same time. Get ready.
Dip your
Friendship
blades in the
blades.
water. Only
Okay,
just dip the tip of your blades into the water.
Just for a minute.
Mew is
Oh.
going to look at caffeine. Sorry, not caffeine. I'm drinking some.
You said
You
cat
legitimately
at
said
Milk tea.
coffee roll.
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
Mew looks at Kofi and like I want to say this doesn't happen often, but I don't know. I don't know. She just kind of takes her dagger and like goes to join them, and she's like, it's just better to go with it.
Sometimes you just gotta go with it.
Does Kofi decide to bring an arrow or something to dip it?
No, she's just gonna stand there and watch Mew.
Okay.
Mew's gonna grab Kofi and pull her. Do it, do it, do it.
Mew accidentally pushes her in the water.
Oh no! She's like, just come on, it's okay.
So do you put it in there?
Kofian became a
Don't just say
sorcerer.
to put it in there.
Oh my god. Luya dips his bow and his rapier.
Colette dips her rapier in, pinky out.
Pinky
this-
out.
Just a rapier for me, please.
Calldus sinks the gray dawn into the blade. Into the water.
The Grey Dawn. You named your sword and it's not even magic yet.
Well, I named the sword, actually.
Hey, we named the sword and it's cool. And now it's gonna be even cooler because now it's probably gonna glow.
So you,
Good sword. It's cool.
after a few moments of nothing, the swords, weapons, and whatnot begin to glow faintly. You pull them out, and it seems that they have become something more than what they were before. As though they were enchanted to allow them to harm things that may have previously resisted them.
Oh, so they're not +1, they just
Oh, and they're +1.
Oh, okay.
So they're magical now.
Yeah.
And I was gonna throw that on at the end. I was trying to make it sound cooler, like, oh, and they're +1. No,
Hey, making it +1 still really cool, man.
Yeah.
so they're magical. So you won't have issues with things that are resistant to that.
Oh, so our melee people, our physical fighter people, can now also do magic damage?
Yes.
Well, they
They're
don't.
not like casting spells or anything, but
But it now has
For
magic.
the sake of
yeah.
magic resistance, that no longer applies because
Or like
they're
if this were
They are not resistant to things that are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing from non-magical weapons. That no longer applies.
or like if this
Wait.
were Oblivion, you can attack ghosts.
So
Yeah, sure.
if this were a tabletop RPG game, we basically just got the ability to attack a lot of things we couldn't attack previously.
yes.
Yeah, like golems in normal circumstances.
We're ghosts.
Now that we beat the dude, we get the way to fight him.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
did it the hard way, and now we deal significantly more damage against him.
So now if you replay the dungeon, you're playing it on a lower difficulty, basically.
Also, just for the sake of making this known, I recollected my javelin of lightning after I threw it in the fight.
I don't think that needs to be stated. It would be kind of stupid if you didn't.
I'm just stating it for the sake of on the record.
Okay. You'd still have time to do it anyway, even if for some reason you were too oblivious to remember to do that. At the moment, Yeah, you got it. It's good. Does anybody else put their swords in things?
Anytime.
Or other assorted weapons?
I mean, I might as well +1 up my dagger that I never use, but I don't want to be that guy at the point when I need my dagger to be a +1 dagger.
So, just to clarify, Teeth, I just want to make sure inventory-wise, we have a gem, right? So apparently that would look like it would go in that crown. Is that what this? So you said that there's a Heliodor up there?
No, you have a crown
Oh, we have a crown.
that is missing a gem.
Okay, fair. Gotcha.
So it's the same crown that they were that Heliodor's whatever that was
Gotcha.
was wearing.
So are we splitting this stuff up?
Oh, we can do it later. For now, we'll just put it all
We're
in
gonna
the
have
bag.
to.
Oh yeah,
sell it. So
and
we'll
you
just
also
put it in
get
the name of
all.
holding.
You also get this. We will roll for the money.
Colette's gonna hold out the bag of
Money.
holding and for us to all put our stuff in.
You get 600 copper pieces. What? That's 2 and 8.
So
5.
600 copper.
7,000 silver pieces.
Ooh!
I was writing all this down, by the way, guys. I don't know if you guys were doing it too, just to make sure.
Nope. Corbin's not going to convert that. Are you kidding me?
I'm writing it also. That way we can double check each other.
Yeah. But we've got many known
9,
people.
14, 15, and 19. 1,900 gold. Seven. And 11, 110 platinum pieces.
Oh.
And Agatha points to those and says, well, those are very old. I don't even know if any place would actually accept those or not, but you might consider trying to get those platinum pieces changed to something else. Pretty much nobody carries that stuff around.
Oh, we'll put it in the bag.
Yeah, we'll hold on to it.
Never know when it will come in handy.
So, in the room, now let me pull up this. There is a series of murals that actually have text below them.
Oh,
And the
yes,
being,
stealing beer.
which is the being that is on your tapestry, who is named Mishnim. She, it would seem, based upon a depiction of her weaving, she wove the magical world of the reflection. So you see on the wall, she's standing in a mundane world, and she's weaving a reflection on the other side of her that is similar, but somehow different as well. It's slightly different tone to the whole work. In addition to the fact that while there is a sun in the sky of the mundane world, Kosoth, the reflection is lit by nothing but various different lights from all kinds of different sources, but no sun. She wove this reflection of the world of Kosoth proper, to create one pole from which mortals could draw magic energy. So one side of magic energy, the side that creates and preserves, and the other side, the shadow, which tears down and destroys. Both of them work together to create the magic that you all use. And it was given to you mortals in order to give you a fighting chance in an ancient war. Or at least that seems to be what this thing is depicting. Agatha butts in. She says, I don't know if any of this is true or not.
I know the goddess is real, and I know that she made this world. I don't know any of this stuff about the War of Mastery. It seems to be something of a myth, but here it's treated as though it's truth. I suppose that's what you're all trying to figure out in some way.
This is all quite a bit to take in.
A bit, yes, I would agree. There's also the matter of the disappearance of this Mishnim, my lady, I suppose you could call her. She disappeared without a sight, without a trace. The Heliodor that was here before was caught off guard, watching her tomb, the tomb from which you drew the file. She ran to the top of these stairs that you walked up, that we all walked up over so many hours, and created the rift into which she would fall, falling upward into an unknown world. We don't know where she is now. We don't know why she came back, what caused her to come back. But either way, she's gone. But perhaps still alive.
And with this power retrieved, she could potentially come back.
She's already come back, but I don't think she has any interest in the world in the role that she previously filled, I should say. I think she sought a change of pace, so to speak.
So would this power, if we brought it back, create a new person to watch over the world?
Yes, I think so.
First we speak of an item that could kill a god, which is very, very hard to wrap my mind around still. Now you're telling me there's a way to create one.
Never mind.
Something like
I was
that.
about to say something, but never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Mew just kind of looks at Colette and wonders if she needs to have a talk about the birds and the bees.
No. Besides other ways that they can be created. Natural ways.
Well, Mew, I'm sure that there are plenty of gods that came about in such mundane ways, but this is something else entirely.
This is unheard of.
It's unknown to me as well.
Well, I don't know about you all. As Culdus sits down, just like, because I'd assume we've all been standing for quite a while. But he sits down. If we're going forward, I think we should rest first.
I don't know when the last time I took a nap was. I say we make it a very long one.
What a relief. Can we set up camp here? Is this, you guys,
I don't
safe?
think there will be a need for that. This is my entertaining room, and I think I have some modest amount of control over it. She claps her hands together,
Oh.
and a wall behind her reveals a large chamber for visitors. I didn't know I could do that. Well, I guess we're learning more and more every day. Every minute, even.
Oh. Well, I'm all in favor of this ability. And Colette just walks over to go and relax.
I do think it would be somewhat limited to this particular area of my control. I don't think I could do it in the mundane world with which I've grown so familiar.
Any chance of a good ale would
Oh,
make
food!
this relaxation perfect.
I think so. And she, with a flick of her wrist, she coalesces the light spirits from above into a light ale, and she crafts a glass from she grabs some of the water from the fountain and holds it in her hands until it freezes into something resembling ice. And she directs the light spirits turned into ale into the glass.
Yes, thank you. Woo! Hey.
What does it taste like?
Leah grabs the ale, I guess,
Yes.
and gives it a good try. This is fine ale. You can do this?
Perhaps a little bit.
Here.
I have a question.
Yes.
So there are bedrooms, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
she's made rooms.
Yes.
Okay. Colette is going to go one of them to she's gonna go to one of them to go to bed.
Well, I suppose if you want to, you can just go straight to bed then.
Oh well, wait.
To bed with you.
No, wait. Are we? Never mind. She's gonna wait and have dinner with everyone and then go to bed.
It's like, are we having dinner? Is that
Wait.
It's whatever you want to do. This is your. I mean, you've earned a good rest if you want it.
Oh, but food sounds so lovely.
I suppose we should enjoy a meal together. A well-cooked one or a well-magicked one?
Yes, I think that. Well, you all have food that you brought, I'm sure. I could create something. I don't know how substantial it would be, if it would even taste very good, but I could try to make something. But I know that you all brought food with you as well.
Food, right.
You brought some potatoes.
That's right, we got potato. Okay, yeah.
You have potatoes.
Oh, Colette reaches into the bag of holding and pulls out potatoes.
Yay!
And she
Potatoes.
she hands them to Mew because she knows better than to try and cook it herself.
Mew will look at the potato, look at Colette, look at the potato, look back at Colette.
Oh, okay.
do you need me to cut anything? I'm good at cutting.
No.
She like looks around the room trying to pick someone.
Coochie over here is gonna help me. We talked about it earlier. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
And she like takes the bag of holding and looks at Agatha like,
Where's the kitchen?
Oh, it's in there. She points over to the right. It's a pretty standard sort of kitchen.
Teeth, I'm
you'd
DMing
expect.
you something real quick.
Okay.
And then she like grabs Kofi and is like, "Come on, Cookie!" and starts like dragging her along to the kitchen.
A cooking Mew segment.
Cooking with Mew. She can make much more than pretty music. She makes food too.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So you prepare. So what were you gonna say?
Oh, no, I was just gonna fill the silence and saying, guys, we finished the dungeon. We did the thing.
There is more. Something that at least 3 of you have been waiting for a long time for. There is more to do, and I'm hoping we can get to it. Perhaps. Mew, tell us a bit about the dinner you prepared.
Is there other things in the kitchen that she finds that she can use?
Yeah, just no food. There's a bunch of stuff to cook with.
Okay. I'm trying to find a picture of what she
A picture.
Sure.
can make.
Sure.
Let's see here. We'll go with haha.
Cooking with Mew.
She makes those. Hold on. Those potatoes.
Oh, Hasselbacks.
Eee. So I think they also still had
that's
some
a freaking-
cheese.
Joe, I want some of that.
So that's what she makes, because that's what they got.
One of my mods made those potatoes this week, and I've legit been thinking about them. It looks so good.
They're good potatoes. So everyone eats very heartily. They say, "Wow, they're so good." It's very good potatoes.
Oh, that meal is quite appreciated.
Oh, it's muy delicioso.
I feel myself again.
As always, absolutely delicious.
Well, I think that after all that, is there anything else anyone wants to do before we go to bed?
I have something I want to do after everyone's gone to bed. So
Oh yeah.
Mew.
All right then.
I was like, Mew is actually, before she goes, excuses herself, she will actually go up to Caldas and she's gonna be like, "All right, boss person. We have
Yes, Mew.
eaten,
Hello.
and it's time to rest. So we're gonna rest." And she's gonna pause and look at him with a smirk and be like, "You can rest." And then like nudge him and be like, "Okay, good night," and just like prance away.
I felt air quotes
Thank
in
you.
that sentence.
Yes,
Feel
perhaps.
the air quotes.
Due to how awkward everything is, we each get our own room, right? In this fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Why not?
Colette's gonna go to her own room. After that awkward thing she overhears.
So, Agatha does inquire. I don't really know what to make of all this, but are you still interested in me, Caldas?
Of course I am. So much has changed, but nothing has changed at all.
Yes, I think you're right.
You don't have to worry.
And then, Psyche, you were saying you were doing a thing.
Eventually, when everyone's asleep.
So completely unrelated, I was looking up on YouTube a specific clip from the My Brother and Me TV show that I thought would be fun to post in chat, but it never came up. But most importantly, YouTube gave me a bunch of links, almost similar to suicide prevention hotline links, about where I can, like, request miracle. Because I wanted where do I go to request a miracle when they were talking to the mayor? And YouTube's like, miracles do come true. Prayer requests online. Holy Sepulchre online prayer requests an online prayer. And I'm like, whoa. YouTube.
YouTube's weird. It's a hellscape.
It is.
Oh my.
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Louis is just gonna meander away to his room, just exhausted.
I typed in the group chat what was happening behind the scenes for Mew.
You can,
Oh,
you
yes,
can say it out loud.
Okay, so Mew is gonna get a blanket and pillow and try to get Kofi and Corbin and try to crash Colette's room, who apparently turns them away. So she's gonna go to a different room with Kofi, and if Corbin wants to join, and just as she walks away from Colette's room, she's gonna be like,
Fine, have fun with your exotic novelties.
and just keeps walking.
Yeah, the six of us will have a sleepover all by ourselves.
Oh, right. Yes. 6 of you, yeah.
Oh right, okay, so yeah,
Skeletons.
there's gonna be a sleepover over at Kofi's with Mew.
Mew, Corvin, Kofin, and our 3 best friends.
Yeah.
You mean the skeletons?
Why not?
They're all good
I mean-
boys.
They're all
in
good
the
boys.
In the future, I'll allow you to cast a save to determine whether they really die or not. Because especially for the ones you actually really like, I don't want them. They develop such character. Maybe I'll let them roll like.
I think the
death
thing is,
saves.
right now, I like these 3, but when I had 4, there was one where it was like, whatever. Don't worry about it, because eventually we're going to get more and more, and we're all going to continue to be attached to them. But friends come and go, man. That's just how life is.
I guess that's fair. I guess they'll just die.
It's
Um,
a platoon of
Louis
your
now
allies
fears his own
die in
death.
front of you.
They already got a second chance. Oh, don't worry. If we don't have someone to cast Resurrection, you're going to come back. Just, different.
Different.
You'll finally drop all that weight you were hoping to drop.
Oh,
will he
man, I
be?
could really use
Will
that.
they be weaker?
No. They won't be weaker. Are you kidding me? Without the weakness of the flesh, these skeletons are the peak of human condition.
Oh no.
They're quite literally the framework of humanity.
Yes, you could say that. Foundation. So Caldus, I guess, and Agatha go to bed together. Whether they do anything or not, I guess, is up to your imagination, or whether Caldus decides they do something or not. But I'm not going to say anything.
I'll say something happens because this has been a very stressful time, and thus release is necessary.
Fair enough.
But after that finishes and like the night goes on, and after everyone, like all of the party is settled down, Caldus is going to slip out from the bed with Agatha, go into his bag, deep within a secret pocket in his bag. He pulls out a very tightly bound object, and then flips even farther out into like the chamber where we got all the treasure, and kind of tries to obscure himself from where someone can show up. And in unwrapping this package, it is revealed that there are, because like this is the audience like camera shot, he unwraps it and there are syringes filled with something, and he is undoing his bracers, which odd thing, typically he wears the bracers or some sort of bandaging covering his arms at all times, and it hasn't really been extremely noticeable. But as he takes off the bandages, he begins to administer these syringes into his arms, and just gotta keep going. It's fine. It's okay. Everyone will be okay as long as I keep taking the hits for them. And then he just settles for a moment before reapplying his armor and such, covering up, and then putting everything away before he just kind of walks around the chamber. Yeah, that was me stealing the show for a moment. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
No,
Yeah,
no,
do it.
this is interesting.
Okay. So let's call this indulges his demons. Colette confers with hers. Whispers come from the chamber where she sleeps.
Lucius, my lord, I often try not to bother you too much, but I have some disturbing news. And while Colette had the bag of holding, she stole the tapestry, and she lays it out on the bed. My lord, I've never heard of such a goddess before, but they're speaking of some entity named Mishnim, one who created magic and gave it to the mortals, whether it was good or bad, and I've always trusted you blindly, and I've never heard of her, and oh please, my lord, if you could just see this and tell me if this is real. Is this truly a thing that we did not know about?
For a few moments, silence. But eventually, a faint whisper occurs. True. And then it fades away again.
So this is a real goddess. Have you
The whisper. Go ahead.
have you known of her?
The whisper becomes louder and more in focus. The name is familiar to me. Yes. But it's something of a distant memory. They don't call her the Forgotten One for nothing.
So even gods can forget.
Not often, but we're not truly omnipotent. We all have our own domains, our own rule.
I
There's
heard.
some overlap, but
My God, And she lowers it down to like the lowest whisper that only a god could hear, and she says, "There is speak of a weapon here that could kill a god."
yes, what of it?
Well, that's concerning, is it not?
Oh, dear Colette. You needn't worry about me. If that's why you were calling, I assume that's
Oh, well,
the reason you're so concerned.
oh yes, as your follower. And Colette, like, kind of messes with her hair. Yes, well, just, as your follower, worried, but it just was concerning information. But anyway, if you need to jog your memory, we found this tapestry if you wish to look at it. Her face is like a deep purple.
My dear, sweet, innocent Colette, you needn't worry about me. That little dagger couldn't split a hair on my head.
You're right. I suppose I was worrying for no reason.
After all, it's been broken into 5 pieces. What harm could it do?
But, my lord, if the pieces were brought together... And Colette, like, rubs at her mark.
If the pieces were brought together, I would be able to use them for my means.
Your means of what exactly?
In due time, you'll know. But you have to trust me.
Oh, I trust you with all my heart, Lucius.
Then you know that I would never do anything to hurt you or any who follow me.
Oh, I know you would never.
There are things that you will know, things that you will find. This journey that you're on is not yet complete, and you have yet to free the Queen from the clutches of the foolish and misguided variants.
Oh, they are so foolish, my lord.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. You and me, and your little friends as well.
They are quite wonderful. I think they're starting to lean towards your teachings. It may take me a while, but...
We shall see. I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh. Yes, you're right.
Just trust me. Okay?
Okay, I will always trust you, my lord.
Farewell,
Farewell.
my royal mare.
Colette, smiles to herself and, falls asleep clutching the tapestry.
Oh my god, what a simp.
I like the hair behind the ear thing. Oh, yeah.
Sucker idolizing mediocre penis. But you know that is a god penis. It's probably not mediocre.
Don't!
Thank you for even seeing me, God penis uwu.
You guys weren't there. You can't mock her. You didn't hear this.
Let's talk to Lucius, twirling her hair. Lucius, oh my gosh, you're such a tall guy.
Oh my
you know, I'm a god. Oh my god, oh you're so funny.
I hate all of you. This is why I did this at night, so none of you would ruin.
I was so tempted to be like, It's actually Corbin and Kofian and Mew just making voices outside your door. Yeah, no.
Do you guys, when you wake up, do you see Colette just like smiling like a school kid, you know?
If they do,
disarray.
let's say if they do, Mew will say, looks like someone had fun with their exotic novelties.
Colette's gonna bolt awake and be like, Mew, what? What are you talking about? Why are you in my room?
Well, we missed you at the party last night.
Oh, yes, I just, and she's gonna put the tapestry behind her, like under the blankets quickly. I was just resting, you know, really tired. Sleepovers, you talk a lot, you know.
And she's gonna nudge Kofian and look at Corbin and wink at them like, yeah, right.
Rest. And then Corbin and the three skeletons all wink. But of course the skeletons just like nod their head to the left.
Colette's gonna just puff and get up out of bed and just fix her hair, you know. Oh, anyway, is everyone else up?
This is the one morning in which Coldus is not the first person up. He is like out like a goddamn log. Like he might as well be a corpse right now with how deep he's sleeping.
Corbin's ears peek up.
Corbin, leave him alone. He's alive.
Corpse, you say?
So, breakfast?
You all enjoy a scrum-diddly-umptious breakfast. Does Caldus join them?
Eventually.
Okay. I guess I should ask, would Agatha have noticed anything?
Oh.
He has the bandages, like wrappings along his arms that he always does, but as far as because after he paced a bit and let the effects kick in, then he went back to bed and like kind of slipped in unknowingly or not unknowingly, like tried to be discreet about it. If you'd like me to roll like a stealth check to see if he woke her up in the evening or woke her up when he was trying to get back into bed without waking her up, I can do that.
Go ahead. That
Okay.
doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah. It's just a matter of if I roll really low, he obviously woke her up. If I rolled a base 17, so 16 because
You probably got away with it, yeah.
Yeah.
She's not trying to wake up after all.
Yeah. But he is not. It would be weird because again, he always wakes up before everyone else. So him waking up last could be a bit suspicious.
Well, he also nearly died twice.
Yeah.
I think that they'll chalk that up to that.
Colette is
No.
way too flustered to even notice, you know.
She had her own encounter last night, so.
Don't make it dirty. She just prayed.
Oh sure, I'm sure she did.
Gosh dang it!
Yeah,
What does
sure.
Lucius's holy symbol look like again?
Oh, Lucius.
I don't know. It's still a mystery.
She was saying his name a lot.
Colette, why do you keep a microphone in your bag? It's not a microphone. It's a holy symbol of Lucius.
Make them stop!
No, you were saying illusions. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that was out of character for me, but
Oh, crying.
Either way, you all got some good rest, and you eat a nice, refreshing breakfast of hash browns. Mew does a good job with them, as always.
Ash and them brands.
Agatha looks over at Caldas, and she says, "I guess I don't know if I should go or if I should stay. What do you think?"
Well, there's a part of me that would want nothing more than you to stay with us. But as a man of duty, I understand when there is a job that must be done, and based on the events of yesterday, it seems like you have quite the job ahead of you. If you wish to come with us, that would make me very happy. But please do not let me stop you from following this divine duty.
I think I can join you along the way, because I believe that there is a portal in this chamber or nearby. A portal which leads to an area of some interest to you, I would assume.
Very well. If everyone is ready, I think it's time to continue our journey.
Yes.
Agreed.
Very, very much agreed. We should be going.
Alright, I will join you. That settles it. Don't know if I'll be here for long or not, but I will stay with you for now.
Excellent. Now, onward as he begins the march.
Mew, I can hold that bag of holding for you.
No, it's
That's
okay.
alright.
Are you sure?
Because if I don't have to hold it, then,
What are the names of the skeleton mans again?
Leandros, Cicero,
And Dave.
Electo.
Electo.
She'll-
Electo was Gek, remember that.
Yes.
She'll just be like,
no, because if it gets too bothersome, I just ask Leandros, and they're really nice to me, so don't worry about it. You just keep doing you.
No, it's just you look so
Leandros gives that
tired.
coy little finger wave.
All right then.
So you enter into a room that is filled with. Well, let me describe it a bit. Where is it? Jeez. There we go. A chamber. A chamber with many frames in the wall made of wood that contains the that makes up the the tree that the dungeon is made of. The frames are frames of many mirrors of many different designs. All of those frames are empty except for one frame which has a
which seems to be made of relatively simple crafted stone. Stone, however, well, not stone, metal. A strange metal that you've never seen before. It has a purplish glow, but it also has a bright white glow as well. And at the same time, it almost seems as though it's steel. White, purple, dark purple, and gray, all in one. And also, a combination of all three colors at once. It's very strange. It's plain and unadorned, but it has the same design of the waterfall that you entered into to get into the Fae. Agatha reaches out her hand and touches it. You see, it's a portal. Much like the portal we used to get here.
Well, I'm ready to leave. I'm through of this place.
Not enough organic matter here. I need a amount of resources.
Who knows what's on the other side of that portal?
I do.
Oh,
Well, yeah, you just gotta hope that the next jump is the jump home. I knew that Diz would be the only one who would lose it. Because that's a reference to a show that was not on when any of us were watching TV. You'd only watch it if you're a loser like me who watches shows
Gosh,
from
dang
before
it.
your time.
What was it? I feel like I've heard it before.
Scott Bakula at his best.
So
It's
this is
fucking what's the show called? I don't even remember.
Actually, I'm looking it up because I know it's escaping my head at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That line is extremely familiar, though.
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, Quantum Leap. There.
That was it. I'm like, it's a leap.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's a jump. It's got like some science word in front of it.
That's
some
weird.
science word.
My favorite one was when he was pregnant. That was a good episode.
So anyway,
Anyway. Yeah.
I trust Aggie, so if she says she knows what this does, then I suppose we should go.
She has yet to steer us wrong.
All right, if you will follow me in. She steps through the portal, and no ill seems to come of her, but you can't see her on the other side. The portal is black, or a deep purple, completely unknowable from your side.
I follow in.
Okay?
Colette does as well.
All right. 2 out of 6.
Oh yeah, no, we're through that portal. The moment that portal opens up, we're like, let's get out of here.
All right.
Grab-
Get out of this weird place.
I grab Kofine's arm and hold for a second. Not violently, just to try to get her attention.
What is it, Luya?
Did you find what you were looking for here?
Hard to tell,
What?
but I would say no.
You weren't exactly clear on why you're here to anyone. I'm very
Just that the
suspicious.
voice brought us here. And if Agatha is that voice now, then I guess we just follow what she wants us to do, which is dealing with the royalty.
I believe there's more between us. I don't know what it is, but I will find out. And I walk toward the portal.
Okay. You step through the portal, and all about you is haze and smoke and mist. But it's very brief. As you step through the other side, you emerge in a You emerge into a snow-covered forest in the daytime. Very cold, about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. I wasn't expecting this. All of you should roll a wisdom save for me.
Except Caldus and Colette, because in this world, tieflings are ice, not fire.
This is wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Nothing to do with your
I was
your
so
loose
ready for
stuff.
Constitution. I was so excited.
I got a 16.
Okay.
Wisdom. I got a 14.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
21.
All right.
17.
Okay. Is that everyone?
You
I
sounded
got
very
an 8.
disheartened.
Okay, and 16. So you all feel a little bit foggy, but you still have a pretty clear memory of what happened there. You've all heard stories about how the Fae people wander into the Fae and don't remember where they were after coming back into the real world. Remember have sharp memories of certain things, but of the little details, they're a little bit foggy. So you might have some difficulty remembering specifics, but you know the basic gist of what happened there, and you won't soon forget. You advance through the forest, down a trail. It would seem that this portal, which is now carved into a pillar. The pillar has now been covered in. Caldus doesn't remember pretty much anything. You'll have to fill him in later.
I have my notes.
Okay, you have your notes, so Caldus will remind himself. The pillar that this portal was built into is a simple stone structure, but with the same metal bands around it. You know, the metal that makes up the portal on the other end. You walk through the forest for quite some time. You grit your teeth against the cold, and after about 30 minutes to an hour of adventuring, you arrive at a small village. And on the sign leading into the village, it says, "Welcome to Rendikburg. Population of 952.
I was hoping it was going to be like some stupid high amount.
The population of 952.
Um,
And some of you might remember what this is.
I will say that my dudes are wearing, when they're not in combat, like robes and gloves so that they aren't like... They're skeletons.
Clearly skeletons.
But worst case scenario, they hang out outside of town. I come by each day,
If you check on the kids.
check on the kids, tell them I'll come back tomorrow with more toothpaste and condensed milk.
Go play in the woods, you crazy kids.
Tell them go back to
Wait.
Mother Base.
Did you
Yes, I
say
did toothpaste and condensed milk.
Did you say Rendricksburg?
Rendikburg.
Rendix?
but
Yeah.
Rendikburg. No dicks.
No dicks. There's no dicks in here,
Isn't-
Psyche.
Isn't this where we got that house?
Our house. It's not my house. The house.
You have a house.
We well, before some of you joined our party, we were given a gift by the lords.
Elaine, the head,
That's
high priestess
right,
of
the high
Lucius.
priestess. Holy crap, that was the high priestess of Lucius that gave this to us.
Mhm.
My lady gifted us with a house here. Mew, don't you remember? When we were with, Jacques and Korg.
Mew like looks over with teary eyes.
Shocking. Cork.
Yes, with our old party. Jacques was talking of the kitchen and how he would renovate it, and
I wonder if the renovations are done.
And Mew grabs, she grabs Kofine's hand and she's just like,
All right, coffee cake. Let's go check the house.
and she like grabs Colette as well and starts like prancing.
so you see the ladies prancing off in the snow.
All the people milling about their business in town are a bit confused by the appearance of these strange travelers from, as if from nowhere, it would seem. Do you want to go to the house before we end, or do you want to call it here? It's up to you guys.
I think we should end it here because I have plans for that house. Like, it'll take a while.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a library.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, basement. I want to live in the basement.
Why is it the creepiest thing you've ever said?
I want to have a library.
No. The creepiest thing I
basement.
ever said was, I'm telling you.
I think she meant I want the basement. I want to live in the basement. Was the creepiest thing ever.
And with that,
I want the basement. I want the basement.
ooh, thank you all so much for tuning into another episode of Mark of a God. Oh, we had several people do sneaky things today.
Yeah, there was some stuff going
Bit of a
down.
heavy
Yeah,
episode.
it was not planned that both Gray and I would be sneaky today. Oh. But thank you all so much. I cannot wait to see where this campaign goes. And when in the world will Kofine stop lying to us? When?
That day may never come.
We're gonna have to die first.
Yes, will Kofine stop lying first, or will
Why
all
you
this die
always
first?
lying? Oh no!
No lies that you're aware of.
You always
If
lie.
I die before we find out Kofian's truth, I'm gonna be upset. Ghost all this is
I
gonna
know.
be so mad.
Yeah, while you're doing drugs, freaking.
I know Coochie's lying.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for tuning into our campaign today. Oh, so much has happened. I wonder how it will infect our friendships. But as always, tune in next time to find out. My name is PsycheSiren, and may Lucius guide thee. Farewell.